Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Bulgarian session. Now, one of the guys, he always comes in here, and he links something, says, hey, listen to this while you watch the video, and it's hilarious, because it's the I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas song, and I'm sorry, even though it's poking a little bit of fun at me, I laugh my ass off every time he posts it, because I just watch myself squatting, and I actually went and listened to the video while I was squatting the other day. After he posted it, and I'm watching myself squat, and it's like, boom, 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 I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Sorry, guys, I can't sing. But I thought it was funny. But PR today, we PR'd on 2 lifts. Now, people always say, when you PR, does that mean it's not a lifetime PR? How are you going to call it a PR? All right, guys, a lot of these lifts I haven't done in years, and I started again last year. So we'll call it PRs for in my 40s. Because we can't even go back to some of the stuff I did in my 30s on channel, right? Prepping for meet, squatting over 500, benching 350 and stuff. Those aren't lifetime PRs, but they were PRs in my 30s. They were PRs for coming back to training after being sick a long time. So I'll take them. And we'll count these this way, PRs for this decade, right? PRs in my 40s. So yeah, we increased squats again today. We got a 460. Got a 460 on the squat, which is coming up after this ramp up here. Now, a lot of people are asking me also, what are my rest times like? Not really there. My ramp ups, I don't know, a minute, however long it takes to add the new plate and reset the camera, all of that. And then before I come in and hit my peak set, I like to take a good 5-minute breather. Now, sometimes I'll go directly to the bench after the squat. Sometimes I'll wait 15 minutes. Sometimes I go directly to the chin-ups after the bench. Sometimes I wait 15 minutes or go walk the dog or do other stuff. I train at home. YouTube's my full-time gig. I can space these out however I want. But here we go, 460 squat. It was just a hair under 2 seconds on the concentric. I'm happy with it. I also ordered a less whippy bar with some center knurling for as I get stronger on my squat, but there's going to be a delay on it. It's back ordered. So I'm probably not going to have it for 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll make do with this. Benching today, I started doing this and I realized I got little IPF fanboys. And I don't like the IPF. I always make that clear. They're like, your bench doesn't count in the IPF unless your heels are flat. So I'm like, I'm going to do some flat heel benching this. I put on my squat shoes like the IPF guys do so that their heels are still an extra inch off the floor, and decided to dig my heels in. So I've got my squat shoes on. I get my heels on the floor, head stays on the bench, so that these would be legal in pretty much any powerlifting federation on earth. Now, the funny thing is, IPF is silly about that, but they also let people lift their butt off the bench before they lower the bar, which I thought was crazy. Like I was saying Nick Wright's bench didn't count because of that. Then people are like, no, the IPF allows that. As long as before you start lowering the bar, you bring your butt down. But then they make a big deal about the heels. So they're not as strict as they pretend to be. They do some silly ass stuff. Again, this is why the IPF is ridiculous sometimes. But it is what it is. They can do what they want to do. But I said, okay, I'll do my heels flat so that no one will, especially if I get to a 400 bench again or 405, which is my goal long term. I don't want people to question the validity of my lifts, so I'll make them as legit as possible. I'm going to see if I can't do it with this whole flat heel thing like I'm doing right now and dig in. But I'm going to say when I got to my 320, which is my daily minimum, because it's slightly different than I'm used to, I'm dug in a little different. It felt weird. It was a little hard. It was a hair grindy near the top. I mean, it wasn't grindy, but I just felt it was slow, even though I felt really stable. Like I did notice, you can dig in real tight with your heels set in. So, it was interesting. I don't normally bench that way. Even my 400 plus pound benches when I was younger, I never did them heels flat. So this is different. But I'm like, well, let me go ahead and learn it just in case, because I don't want my lifts to be in question anywhere. Even if I go do a meet or something again and someone says, oh man, your lifts didn't count because it was in this meet, well, at least if I'm legal by everyone's standards, my lifts count. So, let's not be ridiculous. So I'm like, let me just try it just to learn it. But yeah, I got my 320 with it, but you'll notice it was a little grindy. Got a good pause. There we go. See that? Right near that lockout was a little slow. So, it'll take some getting used to. Got a chin up PR. Me changing the way I'm doing my chin ups, of not trying to get that last inch to the top and letting my hands hang like hooks so that I don't do a wrist curl. Oh man, the pain is completely gone. I'm not getting any of that pain in my forearm. I'm not getting any of that pain with my bicep insertion. It's completely gone. And I was able to hit a chin-up PR today. Now, I felt this one in my left bicep because that's the one that I've injured before, and that's the one that has scar tissue in it. So it was throbbing in the muscle belly itself after this PR coming up, this 90 pounds. But it went away within 5 minutes, and I didn't feel it in the tendon. So this is, really, this is the 55. The PR's coming up next. But yeah, I really was happy with that. I'm like, wow, I feel like I can actually make some progress on this lift now, because I want to be at 110 by the end of the year. And, I don't think that's going to be hard. I'm going to get stronger on it, and I'm going to lose fat. I'm losing weight slowly right now. It's like if I lose 10 pounds of fat and gain 10 pounds of strength on this lift, I'm going to be at the 110 already, and I probably need to lose more than 10 pounds of fat, right? I mean, I think that's fair. I need to lose more than 10 pounds of fat. So if I end up dropping, more than 10 pounds of body weight, I might be really conservative with that estimate. So, and my hang was really fast. Like on this one, I was like, okay, I'm going to do a dead hang. I counted 1/1000 at the bottom, but it was like a quarter second. It was from a full hang, but it was fast. It's way faster on camera than I felt it time in my head. So maybe next time I'll see if I can get it a hair longer. But, that wasn't as hard as some of my other chin-ups have been. So I'm really happy with that. It was 2 PRs in one day. In fact, I didn't even go super hard on my overhead press. I'm like, you know what? I hit 2 PRs in one day. My pressing's feeling off a little bit today. I'm not going to push my luck. We're going to stop at 215. Especially when 205 felt easy. So I went up to 205 to 215. I'm going to start overhead pressing 6 days a week and chinning 6 days a week too. Let's go ahead and do these 4 basic lifts every day, and then I'll rotate in my trap bar deadlifts as I'm able. I'm going to change the frequency and volume on that a little bit though on the trap bar. I feel like there's better ways I could approach it. That's something I'll discuss here later. But I chose not to do it today because I'm like, well, I got 2 PRs. I need to get my training done. Brittany's trying to take a nap in there, and I'm like, I'm just not going to wake her up. I've already got 4 good lifts in today. I got 2 PRs. I've got the rest of the week to train. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to disturb her trying to deadlift right now. I'll be able to do it tomorrow, and I'll probably do it several days this week. But yeah, the 205 here was easy. So I'm like, let me go ahead and just go up to 215. And I know that's not the best I've done on camera. You guys have watched me do 225 several times. You watched me do 227.5. But I'm like, I need to stay at a manageable weight and then hit those bigger numbers when I can. I'm like, let me go ahead and start overhead pressing 6 days a week and stay in this range for now, the 205, 215, try to get some clean reps with good lockouts. And then we'll bump up and see if we can PR it again and get a really clean 227.5 without that tiny drop in knee bend I had. And this one, it was actually a little tough. I got it up to about, my forehead or so, and it slowed down. I had to grind through a little bit. And it was a good grind. It was fine, and I locked it. But if you watch there, it just stuck above my head. Then I had to push it through, held it for a few seconds at the top, brought it down. As far as the trap bars, I think what I'm going to do, trying to do a bunch of sets in one day is not working for my recovery. It's interfering with my squats and stuff the next day. I think I'm just going to work on triples and maybe just start with the weight I've been doing. Maybe see if I can do 4 or 5 days a week of hitting the trap bar for one peak triple, and then slowly it ramped that up. And then when it starts getting heavy enough that it's interfering with my recovery, I'll start dropping reps out. Right, so we'll get stronger and stronger on it, and then it'll slip into true Bulgarian training. But I need to have that lift mastery. I need those reps to master the exercise. So we'll just watch the chin up for the rest of this video of me hitting that chin up PR. And I'm real happy with that, man. That 460 on the squat today, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that heavy. It didn't tax me that much. I felt good with it. My thighs are a little sore. My quads are a little sore from it, but it's not overwhelming. And it's like that 500 every day is looking in sight, because it's like right now when I can come in and I'm just I hit 455 every day for the last week, up to 460 this week. Why is that important? Because I put up a thing, or Brittany put up on my Instagram. She took a snapshot of me at a 24-hour fitness doing a pause squat. And then people are like, oh, fake plates, but it's a bunch of their plates. Those are 25s and 10s, and then the rest were 45. So I had 390 on there. We put that up on December 31st. So I was up to a 390 squat going into New Year. I'm now hitting 460 while squatting every day. I'm going to be 465 next week. So pretty much in less than 6 months time, I've put 70 pounds on my squat. And I started at 315 again last year. So it took me, how long? It didn't take me that long. 3 months to get from 315 to 390. Then 390, less than 6 months to get from 390 to 460. That 500's coming. I mean, we're going to see 550 next year. So it's looking very prospective. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.